And then it was like he was shaking hands with Biden and Kamala. And he went on his social media ahead of that and was basically saying like this is not about politics, this is about unity.
Right.
And I think that was my takeaway from the inauguration was Biden preaching unity.
Right.
Normally it's our side, we're going to get it done. But this is the first time, and I haven't watched too many inaugurations. Maybe people before him said it, but this is the first time where he's like, we need to get to point A, and we only can do it together.
Right.
We can't. It's not red. It's not blue. We need to work as United States citizens to get this country back on its feet. And they were preaching unity and I was like, damn, you never really heard a politician preach that. And again, you could be lip service, whatever, but he's been doing a lot of great lip service since putting Kamala as the VP.
He's been saying the right things.
Saying the right things.
He's been talking sweet.
And you gotta give him credit. You gotta give credit where credit's due. He called out, going against the white supremacists in America, called them terrorists, and said we need to get that under control. Like really, just like saying flat out what it is and what we need to work on. But he kept preaching unity and having somebody like Garth Brooks come to that instead of having your side. Like let's have the rappers and the ethnic group. No, bring a country singer. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, bro. Like we covered the whole election, and it's just like, bro, we can not like the same thing and still coexist. Trump made it to where it was diehard fandom. I'm riding with my guy to the end. Whatever he says is true. They stole the election. They lied. They cheated. It's real. It's the word. Oh, you want us to go storm it? Give us the word. Like. He's weaponized his base that you've never seen before, which is crazy. So I took from that the preaching of unity. Of course, Kamala been sworn in. I love that picture of Michelle Obama like pointing at her, and it's like the black first lady with the first black front, like the symbolism. And I was discussing with my brother. I was like, I don't think black folks really understand symbolism. It's like, sure. The other side, the red side, they understand it's a bigger picture, and they understand what certain things need to happen to get to certain places, and they're going to ride for their side regardless. But I was like, on the ethnic side, I won't just say black people, on the ethnic side, we want anybody that's running to be like spick and span clean, to have no history, to have no past, to not have done anything. And I'm like, good luck with that in the politician world, right? And the Republicans are like, yeah, Trump is fucked up, but we know having Trump in power and having power of the House is going to vote our way, and we're going to get things trickled down for us. Bigger picture. It's like, yeah, he's a piece of shit, but he votes the way we vote, and we have him in power. It's chess. So it's like, we got to get to that point. It's like, sure, yeah, Kamala, there's the video of Biden calling the black people animals and thugs when they're locking them up. Sure, yeah, super fucked up, right? Yeah. That was the energy. That's what they were on. That's what the Times is documented. We can see it. We can read it. We can watch it. So he's not running from it. It is what it is. He's not on the mic saying like, I've always loved the black community. Like he's acknowledged that was fucked up, Kamala and them. But I'm like, if moving forward now, the symbolism of the first woman, the vice president, they're dapping it up and putting people in office and even working with Bernie, putting him in a position that everyone fucking loves Bernie. And I always thought, too, the weird thing with Bernie, like Bernie is 1 year older than Biden, but they only put the Sleepy Joe shit on Biden. I'm like, Bernie's a year older than him. He's like 79 or some shit like that. I'm like, all these motherfuckers are old, bro.
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, but only Biden got we're going to get a man who could barely run office. I'm like, but and Trump is 77. Or 8. They're all old as shit. They're all born in the 40s. I'm like, but it's weird how the media
40s
allows
babies,
you to...
damn.
Yeah.
Boomers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so
straight
I
boomers.
just thought, that was random. I thought that was crazy. I'm like, they're all fucking
straight
old.
Boomer, bro.
Straight up boomer.
I think, was it you posted a meme or somebody tagged me or something that said this is the issue with America because they were saying like, the average age in the Senate and the House is this, while the average age of the citizen is this, and that's the disconnect. You got people in the 40s
right.
still running shit, and it's like, y'all are so disconnected on what the fuck is going on.
That's true as fuck. Right.
And if you're wearing it, people know you don't.
Maybe I might just give it a Goodwill or something.
Yeah, a little ugly sweater contest or some shit like that. That'd be hard. And the last thing before we get off the inauguration shit was I had noticed that I wanted to look up Joe Biden's cabinet positions,
right?
Because they were saying that he's been making picks very diverse, very
Right,
colorful.
right.
So I was like, I wanted to highlight that. And they were saying if all of Biden's nominees are confirmed, his cabinet will contain more women and people of color than any other cabinet in U.S. history.
Hey.
They said among the cabinet appointees confirmed in the first 100 days, so here's a stat. Among the appointees confirmed in the first 100 days, the last 3 presidential administrations, almost 72% were white, 73% were male, according to the analysis of Brookings Institutions. Women have never made up more than 41% of a presidential cabinet, which was Bill Clinton was the last one to make that milestone 20 years ago.
Okay, makes sense.
Black Americans have never accounted for even a third of the cabinet. So those are the current stats, right?
Damn.
They said among Biden's first 100 plus staffers, 60% were women, 50% were people of color, and 20% were first generation Americans.
Wow.
So again,
So you got people that came over, parents were immigrants, you know what I mean? So they got the perspective, man. And that's what I feel like it needs, bro.
bro, and I was like, you see stuff like that. It's like at one point where you're going to have to start at least buying into what's going on.
Yeah.
You don't have to believe 100%. But I think at this point, with the Kamala pick, with the cabinet, I think they had the first transgender woman in a position in there. They got first generation Americans, 50% of color, 60% are women. At some point, you have to go, okay, I'll see how this plays. Like the whole,
Right, come on,
man. This is just a front. That got to be out the window at this point, right?
You gotta be
Like,
either all in or people are gonna see right through it.
yeah, because he could have got the position and still put his boys in. Like he is still making these decisions,
Right.
as if he's trying to get the
Everybody
nomination
wins.
again. Because that was the thing before. It's like he just did that just to get the nom. And it's
That's
like,
what people were singing with Kamala, right?
Yeah, Kamala Harris and everything he was saying. They're just pandering to the black community.
Right,
So it's
trying to
like,
get votes.
He's in there.
Yeah,
it's
he's
his
in
job for 4 years, and his cabinet within the first 100 days are breaking records for women, color, first generation Americans.
Right. I think I
Right.
heard a stat, something where he actually did executive orders on 20 of Trump's policies already.
Redoing them. He already stopped
Right,
the
so redoing
pipeline
them.
digging over there. At
Oh!
he stopped that for
Stopping
the
it
Indians and stuff.
indefinitely or
Well,
just for now?
Just first 100 days, he's like, okay, we're gonna make a plan, but for at least stop it. So he's just like, I got
That's
a
over
lot
people's
going
graves
on.
over there, man. Ancestral.
Right? Yeah, it's a sacred ground. So he
Yes.
stopped that. He redid. Fuck, that's a good topic. I wish I would have had the tab.
I tried to look it up, but I didn't.
Yeah, because I saw he
see it.
redid a few
Yeah.
things. They're already getting relationships back, foreign relationships back. They're talking to Europe. Like Trump
Okay.
just was trying to make
Damn.
us a fucking island, as if
Yes.
we don't have to deal with no one else in the fucking
Right,
country.
right.
So he's already started lighting that back up, and it was some more
That's
stuff that
good.
came across the timeline. But I just thought that was something that needs to be highlighted, that he's still making these moves in the cabinets. These aren't big names. This isn't a big position. These are just people that's running day to day, and they're making a conscious effort to put these people in positions. And I think that's great. Oh, he also did the oh no, that was something else I read. But yeah, I think that's great, and I think at this point, at least you can just buy into what's going on.
Right.
Still be skeptical.
Yeah,
Still
you can
have
still
your
have your
reservations.
doubts.
Of course.
You can still
Have your
doubts.
doubt. He's a politician at the end of the day.
Right.
Have your guard up.
They have everything. Like we said before, they have the House, the Senate, and everything. So
They got full control.
everything you said, it's, before it used to
Hey,
be
you got
like,
anything
well,
on
the
your wish
Republicans
list?
are
Right.
blocking
You had
it.
something,
Yeah.
right?
Now you talking about student loans,
Yeah.
10,000. You talking about 1,400 for the stimulus. You talking about raising
It's wide
taxes for
open.
400. Do it.
Yeah.
And if you
Do
don't, you piece of shit, bro.
piece of
You
shit.
had no,
You had no barriers.
Yeah.
No barriers.
Yeah.
You should
You
be
had
able to
no
get what the fuck
obstruction.
you want done. So we're watching it. I'm watching
With
it
a
'cause,
microscope,
like,
bro.
very,
Real
yeah.
close.
Because this is the more, now that I'm older, especially with stuff like owning homes, there's different stuff to care about. I'm watching local, especially now, like living in this new area. I got to make sure I take the census. I got to make sure my address is changed so I can reflect and speak up for people that look like
Yeah.
me in this neighborhood.